trials have been done in Europe, Onvo. Of course, there are many English names to choose from, a lot of options, but people chose this one.
Lei always gives me media attention.
Lei, so Xiaomi's Su7 destroyed the Model 3. Do you think Onvo's L60 can destroy Model Y? You won't let me take it for a test drive. We're quite competitive just on design. Test drive next time. I will definitely let you take it for a test drive. We still put a lot of thought into it. We have to keep it a secret for now. Why don't you say something? I wish Nio and Onvo to sell plenty. Okay, thank you.
There is also the ability to make use of existing resources.
Let's say you want to do a back row screen. It's expensive for you. Make one, or use a ready-made screen. Use ready-made screens to attach from above. Then it's easy to use your iPad to buckle it up. And then in fact inside expensive because there may be tens of thousands of eco lines per car. It's a mess of money. Unless, if we all connect, unify the standards, this life cycle is going to be particularly long. So the last time I talked to Brother Bin was about the issue of ecological unification. In fact, there are only a few strong needs for back row screens. The first, coaxing the baby. You have children at home. It's useful, but it doesn't seem to be a back row screen. This car is not premium or a back row screen. It has also greatly increased the cost of our whole vehicle, causing everyone to lose money all day today. So I think it's important to optimize the user experience. The user who needs to hang it up, no need can be helpless. Actually, the back row screen.
Guys, so apparently this video is going absolutely viral. We'll come back to this in a bit and just take a look. Wow. So this is making the news every time that Xiaomi CEO films something. It goes very viral. He's a very viral person. Now, what's also really interesting is this content creator, which is privy to a lot of better information than me, says that they exceeded 100,000 orders of the Onvo L60 within the first day. Also, you got to keep in mind that some people have ordered multiple Onvos for the family members, for the wife, for the relatives, for parents, etc. Now, how credible is this information? I would say it is quite credible. And they have said that their orders have been fantastic. And look, things are only going to go up from here because of the fact that we got great advertising from Xiaomi CEO Lei Jun. Last time when he advertised the ET7, he was inside the ET7. That created a huge buzz. Of course, a lot of people watched those videos. They sort of got exposed to Nio. So what this really helps is let people know about the existence of this car. Now, what's really interesting about this, all right, this whole entire interaction about with Nio CEO and Xiaomi CEO is the fact that, you know, William Li is praising Lei Jun for the SU7 defeating the Model Y, but Lei Jun isn't that happy to say that the Onvo L60 will definitely defeat the Model Y, probably because, well, Xiaomi is going to come out with their own SUV later on this year, which will, which is aimed at the Model Y. So he's got to be careful what he says. So that's why he said, well, we have to go for a test drive first. But this definitely does achieve the purpose of letting more people know about the existence of Onvo. And if they do their own research, all right, and maybe rewatch the launch event or maybe watch it for the first time, then, well, they will understand that this car is a much better car than the Model Y. You gotta understand that quite famously during the auto show, when Nio CEO was in the ET7 with Lei Jun said it's pretty hard to get to Tesla's level of efficiency in terms of energy consumption. However, Nio CEO did say to him back then, all right, just less than a month ago, that they are actually capable of doing that with their Onvo car because of so many years of research. And here it is. Of course, he's here proving to Lei Jun that, hey, look, we got this car out. It has better energy efficiency than the Model Y, which is absolutely incredible. Now, what's really interesting is they also talked about cooperation. Cooperation in the sense that Lei Jun really wants a unified ecosystem with infotainment, sort of like what Huawei is doing. So he wants to push towards partnerships in this aspect. and he talked about how creating a screen inside a car, that raises cost of production by quite a lot, because a screen itself is kind of a very expensive piece of thing to add into a car. It really raises the cost of production, apparently. So he's looking for better solutions to partner up and perhaps work together. Also, very interestingly, Xiaomi, they formed a new battery company, and that could be potentially hinting towards future battery swapping and battery swapping asset management, which is also very, very interesting. Now, Xiaomi is a founding investor in Nio, and they really much want to see Nio succeed, but also, of course, they have their own car, their own SUV coming, and this really puts a lot of challenge for them as well to create a product that will perhaps even undercut Onvo. They really gotta put up a good car to undercut Onvo if they want to succeed. Otherwise, the market is going to be pretty much all taken by Onvo. Also, in terms of pre-orders, I'm just going to give out my opinion. If apparently it's true that they got 100K orders within one day, then it's safe to say they got probably around 200K orders by now. All right. And it is really actually a very hot product. Yes. So what I think is, well, there's going to be at least a 50% cancellation rate. So even that, at 200K orders, 50% canceled, 100K cars, that is still very, very impressive. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure that we're going to get at least 100 cars sold, 100K cars sold, maybe even before February of next year. All right, because we got Q4 coming up. Q4, they're going to try to ramp up, deliver a lot of cars. Hopefully they can deliver around 20K per month or even more, and I think they can do it. All right, and the pre-order numbers, I absolutely believe these pre-order numbers. Everywhere I see Onvo app, Nio app, a lot of people are pre-ordering this car. And also remember, there's 500,000 Nio owners, all right? And a lot of them have the need for another car. And this car is arguably better than their Nio right now, because 900 volt, right? It's and everything, a lot of bigger screens, horizontal screens. So it's cheaper, and there's an incentive to buy this car with the Nio points kickback. So it is absolutely possible that they have 200K orders plus. It's I guess this is like the low end of the numbers. 200K. My estimate is at least 300K plus orders for this. Okay, we got 500K Nio owners alone. All right, a big portion of these guys will buy a Onvo. That is guaranteed. We are addicted to swaps, battery swaps, but there's also a need for a car that has horizontal screen, faster charging, and all that kind of stuff. And this is just a no-brainer buy. It's very cheap. So yeah, take it for what it's worth. 100K orders within one day. I think by now we got 200 to 300K orders by now. Definitely blue sky coming, guys.